Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Monchkinz Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Monchkinz logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And in this video we're going to be concentrating on the No God Sazh challenge for the latest character event, Quistis, which is the Balam Whiplash EX fight. So this is a solo fight, and if you guys want my guide, please check my other video, and I'll leave the description down below as well. And it's basically my guide for this fight. Now, quick shout out to Holy Buckeye for asking me to do, well, indirectly asking me to do a No God Sazh challenge for this particular fight. Now, because I have been busy the last 2 weeks, and for the most part busy with real life as well, and I was on night duty, as if you guys have been following me with my videos, I didn't really have enough time to do a No God Sazh challenge on the other character events late. And so one other thing is, no one was actually leaving down in the comments asking for a No God Sazh challenge. So that was one of the other reasons I was like, no one's asking for it, that's fine. So if you guys want me to do a No God Sazh challenge, all you have to do is leave a comment down below, and I will try and do it when I have the time. And hopefully I will have the time and release these videos. And I like these challenges because they're a lot of fun. It can be a lot frustrating, but they can be a lot of fun as well. And when you finally do it, it feels good. It feels good. So but before I do begin, I know I've been ranting on, just something that Holy Buckeye mentioned is that I have been releasing a lot of my videos with Sazh, and it makes it useless for a lot of players, especially new players or players who have missed out on his 35 CP weapon. Now, I do understand that, and I have given him a response, and for his part, he was very thankful for my response, and and I'm glad that he understands my point of view. But for you guys who are wondering, oh, this guy is just using Sazh, he's too OP, and I can understand that. But you guys, this is for the future anyway. If people actually ask me, why you keep using this certain character, well, one thing is to make these videos come out a lot quicker. So if I do a know someone challenge, it'll take a while, especially if they make the fight a lot easier. And my other reason is, not everyone will have a certain specific character. The example I made here, when I responded to Holy Buckeye, was I actually don't have a very strong Papalimo. I only have his 35 CP, but in order for him to be quite effective, you need his 15 CP passive. I don't have that luxury. For the most part, I am a free-to-play player, and I try to make do with whatever I get. And sometimes I will spend a couple hundred here and there for a couple, once every couple of months, especially if there's a sale. And I have the money to actually buy the gems, like I have spare cash, I'll do it. And especially if I'm gonna be pulling a certain character that I really like, I would put some money into that. And a good example of that is Lightning. Lightning is one of my favorite characters, so I actually spent cash to get her 35 CP weapon because I couldn't get it. But not everyone will have the characters that I will show, and I do understand that. That's why I do have some recommended characters as well for you guys, because sometimes I won't have those characters. So I hope you guys understand that for whatever reason, that I will have my own team, and I will give you guys suggestions who you can bring, but for the most part, I will try to make it easier for myself when I make the, when I record the videos. And if there's any like challenges that you want me to do, for example, like this No God Sazh challenge, please leave a comment down below and I will try my best. It can be maybe in the future if lightning is like so OP, we can do a no lightning challenge. But for the most part, just leave that in the comment below and let me know which teams you want me to use and if it's possible to actually beat it. Now, I won't have all the characters max limit break, so I just have to let you guys know that. So even if you say, oh, can you do Irvine, Vincent, and I don't know, Vaughn, well, I don't have Irvine. I have him, and I think I have his 15 CP weapon, but that's about it. I don't think it's possible for me to do a lot of the different team challenges, but one specific character, maybe. It's all possible. Okay, so but I try to read all the comments, so leaving it all down in the comments below, and I'll try to respond as best as I can to say, oh, I think I can do this. And I think there was one instance where someone had this specific team, and I said, unfortunately, I don't have Ramza, and so yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't help him that much. So in case of making a video anyway, but you get what I mean. Now, I think I've rambled on for far too long, and you've been watching this still video for this particular fight. Now, I actually skipped out the first 4 waves, and I'll be honest with you guys, that was really bad. I actually wanted to just stop when my Vaughn got heaved by the behemoth, as you guys can see, and I have Ifrit, so he's not getting the maximum amount of attack, so I don't get the 20% extra attack on my Vaughn, which is, I think, the game changer here. Quick disclaimer, I actually didn't get 30k points in this fight, and I think it's mainly because of Vaughn. If I feel like if he was full health, I would have gotten that 30k. I would have killed these bosses a lot quicker. Now, this was a very frustrating fight for me as well, but I think I was up for from 1 AM to 4 AM trying to beat this thing, because I'm still on night shift mode. My body couldn't sleep, so I was like, yeah, I'll play a couple hours, and it took a while, but I got there. So my team for this one is Kuja, Vaughn, and Sarah. And as you guys can see, I still do my trick where I actually summon quite quickly. This actually gives you a lot more points, so to get that 30k points, you're gonna have to do this. And for my support, I actually went with Quistis. Now, I have to let you guys know that if you actually have Quistis, this fight is a lot easier. I was actually using Vaughn as my support quite a few times, and I got close, really close a few times as well. But unfortunately, it gets to the point where Magic Deluge is actually so potent, it hits you for almost 3k brave, and so I ended up dying, especially with my Kuja only having 4.8k, and I tried to mix things around. And I think at one point I had Vincent as well, but that didn't work out quickly. But I have used quite a few combinations that got pretty close, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. So my strategy still revolves around killing one of them as quickly as possible. But at the same time, I noticed while playing this for a few times is it's worth actually damaging the other boss as well for a certain amount, so you don't have to deal with Magic Deluge very much. But in saying that, you still want to kill one of them as quick as possible, and your timer really starts when they're about to use Shining Tears. As you guys can see, A is about to use Shining Tears. This is basically your timer. If for whatever reason it survives before it survives and then it uses Shining Tears, well, it's very hard to recover from that. As you guys will actually see here, I was like, I think I split the damage a little bit too much. This is why I don't really like Kuja for this particular fight, because he splits his damage. But luckily, I had enough. I had enough. So, but that is your basic timer, basically. So Shining Tears is your timer. If that happens, you may have to restart. And a quick tip for you guys is to actually just close the app once when you think that you're gonna die or you won't get the points. Just close the app and then you'll just restart for the boss straight away. So quick tip for you guys. If you think you're really close, you just need a few things to like clean up, then that's the best way to do it. You'll still get your points. Now, as soon as that's finished, Quistis, the generator whip, especially if you have her 35 CP, you make sure if you have a Quistis support, make sure they have the 35 CP. The 15 CP is good as well. It definitely has that turn rate down, so it's something that you probably want, but the 35 CP is probably the best one. And basically my strategy really involved on Quistis here. If you are planning to use a Vaughn support, it is possible as well. You're basically going to kill one of them really quickly, but at the same time, the last boss is gonna be a pain because your Vaughn will run out of abilities as well. So just something to think about there. That's the whole reason why I swapped Vaughn out for the Quistis here. So I think that's basically a lot of the things that I encountered. Basically, the magic deluge is probably the worst thing that can really happen. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I have to say, you guys need a bit of luck and you will see like my luck for this fight. I just cannot believe it. I had a feeling that it would happen, but I wasn't 100% sure. Now there's this thing at the end, like you'll see it pretty soon, where Tier Eyes, even though he has enough brave, like he's nearly maxed out, that he won't actually use an HP attack. He won't use ultrasonic later in the fight or when his HP is a little bit lower. For some reason, the AI doesn't register that, okay, I can use ultrasonic to kill this character. It will instead use water or waterga, which doesn't make any sense to me, and I tried to kill it here. I was really close. I was like, dang it. Now it's brave. Now it's 7,000 and I only have Kuja and Vaughn without any abilities. I was like, oh god, this is over. See, he uses water. Doesn't make any sense. But this happened to me a couple of times. And so I feel like there's something with the AI that it only uses water bullet at the end, like you guys can see here. And I was lucky that it actually targeted Sarah, which has, boosted stats, and my HP was really high. For some reason, I guess this is my last tip. For some reason, towards the end, they won't use ultrasonic, and you end up just getting watered, and maybe water bullet later on. So, and if you have a tank, that makes things a lot easier. As you guys can see, I'm about 680 short, and I feel like if my Vaughn didn't get heaved early in the fight, I would have gotten to 30k. You're aiming about 100 turns at least. That's, if you go over 110, this is the result. You won't get the 30k, I think. But I did get everything else, so clear without any KOs, clear within 130 turns, and I obviously took 7,944 damage, which means I've cleared all the missions. The only reason you want the 30k is for the event reward, so if you didn't get it, just keep at it, and I know you guys will be able to do it. In any case, I think I'll end the video right here. I rambled on for far too long and I have a headache. I didn't get much sleep. And yeah, that's it, guys. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. And I'm sorry about the rant at the beginning. I just want to you know, let everyone else know my stance and where I stand for this particular game. Yeah. Follow me on Twitter and on Facebook at Monchkinz Gaming. It's gonna be important to follow me on Twitter pretty soon. I'm gonna be announcing something that may affect the channel for the next month, and I believe that deserves its own video. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next level.